Very choppy, stop running market environment continues well past the election. I know there's still some uncertainty there, but very choppy. Let's take a look at the market. Here is the E-mini NASDAQ day session. Now what you see is the market opening up here above the closing highs. It trades down here, takes out those closing lows yesterday, and so the range yesterday was taken out at the open. And then the market rallied about 90% retracement of this move down, and then it hit about a 90% retracement of this move up, and then it went up and took out the highs again, and then it did a little bit of a pullback, tried to take out the highs again, then it took out the lows, and then it worked back towards the middle. So it's very choppy, stop running type of a market. We encounter these sometimes, but we seem to be countering this every day now. It's very hard to trade. You know, yesterday doesn't look exactly like that, but it's pretty choppy, and most days are really choppy like this. So it continues to be tough, continue to have a drawdown. AT 2020 NQ is a break-even stop. Take count trend 2020 NQ had a couple of good trades, a couple of good longs on those pullbacks, and then the last trade was a loser. Plus 525 on the day. Tick Pulse got in at a good point. That's a really good entry point. And we talked about how some of the strategies need profit targets in this type of market, and a strategy like this does not have a profit target. It would have worked better to have a profit target today on this. Rolled over, stopped out. This is what I'm talking about. It feels like a stop running type of a market. I'm not suggesting anything other than it just feels that way. You have the lows in, and the market's rallying. It comes all the way back, takes out the lows, you're stopped out, and then it comes back up here. And so it's frustrating and difficult to trade when that happens. Tick Pulse stopped out, and we have stock index swing NQ plus 475, and then we had a 60-minute breakout minus. It shows minus 1025 on the day, getting stopped out. Market rallied, and then it reversed down, and so just that reversal pattern in the NASDAQ that we're talking about, a lot of divergence between the ES and the NASDAQ as well. The ES was more up and the NASDAQ was more down. SR CounterTrend 2 was a good trade. It actually did a good job of capturing what we call this gap, continuation, and reversal. So you gap down, continues, and then reverses. And so it got in early. It's hard to time this point right here. It's hard to time these V bottoms. You don't know how far down it's going to go or when it's going to reverse. And it's always hard to find anything going on in there that would suggest there's a reversal that distinguishes itself from a continued trend. So you might find some things in here that would suggest a reversal, but when you backtest them, they also don't distinguish between markets that continue to move lower. So that's SR CounterTrend 2V2 1M plus 475 on the day. Mirrors stopped out at the lows. Gap Fill Master stopped out near the lows. See this stopped out and bounces. So you might think you need a bigger stop, but we don't have a big move on the upside either. Overall, the trend is more narrow, but it just doesn't trend. And so just chop. Gap Fill Master stopped out, and then the market reverses, and then it reverses. This is the S&P, so it's a little bit different than the NASDAQ. This gap down, continue, reverse, and then reverse again, and then rally, but not a strong rally. So Gap Fill Master minus 525, minus 525 on mirror. Tick count trend 2 ES 1 minute minus 425. Looked like a good trade at first. We get this gap continuation, and then it's catching this reversal, but then the market reverses again. Stopped out at that low. Just worst case scenarios continue to unfold in this type of market environment. Really, really extreme. 60-minute breakout ES still long, plus 187.50. 60-minute breakout short is short also. So this one's short. You had a short trade, reversed to the long, and they got short again. And then you have adaptive moving average minus 1712.50. Just choppy all day, like we already discussed. NightTrader was a highlight, 6th winner in a row. Came within a half a point of our profit target, and then it went down to minus 1,000 on the trade. Then it came all the way back and hit at $675, $700 profit target, $675 after slippage in commission. So Asia 4 long also lost on the day. The market try to buy these pullbacks in a strong market. This is a strong uptrend. We're used to seeing markets like this, low volatility uptrends, have small pullbacks and continue. but it just pulled back and went sideways really for the day. So that is Asia 4 EM. That's the entry. And then AT 2019 ES minus 712.50. Got short, no fall through the short side. The short side hardly ever works. It's so hard to short this market, but yet on days today, like today, it won't go higher either. So those are ES and NQ trades. Tough day. Yesterday was a little bit easier around break even, and then today was much tougher. No trades on crude oil, natural gas. Highlight of the day plus 575 on SR CounterTrend 2 V2 M1M, and then SR CounterTrend 3 natural gas plus 475. RBOB no trades. Gold, we have this Asia Gold 4 short trade. This did well, plus 975. Silver, no trades. Euro, plus 93.75. Soybeans, no trades in soybeans. This is the Beta Strategies Viper, up on the day. Let's see how that did. It's up 200. The first trade was stopped out. Second trade was a winner. VSD NQ is down on the day. We have minus 125. Take a look at that. Yeah, it was just down. You don't really have a lot of follow through on this price action. Yesterday the market rallied at the end of the day, gapped up, and then just pulled back all day and was choppy intraday. So to me that's bullish. Probably go up tonight. And tick fader, nice long trade here. Dynamic tick pullback, no trades. The ticks were bullish for the most part all day. At the end of the day, you saw a little bit of bearishness kick in, but it just felt like a bullish market based on lack of volatility and lack of selling. But oftentimes that hem and haw will happen all day, and then they'll pop it at night, and so be ready for that. Let's see, EVP minus 275. And so those are the trades on the day. Gap continuation trades today. That would have been a short trade had there been a gap continuation, but market continues to be very challenging. I encourage you to continue to pull back or pause, or I'm working to adjust these strategies. What we have working here is strategies that have not worked before. So what I mean is strategies that don't ever work are working right now, and the strategies that have historically worked are not working right now. Here is an example. Here is gold going back 2 months. You see how well it has done. Let's just look at this daily. So the past week, this chopper strategy in gold has done really well. Only $40.78 average trade profit, and it was so far today. All the trades are winners. About 14 trades right here. E-mini NASDAQ chopper up on the day. It's also done well in this market environment. 36,000 the last couple of months. See how well this strategy has done. It's just a raw Bollinger Band fader strategy. 36,500, $15,000 drawdown. And so this strategy, if you look further back on this strategy, it does terrible prior to September. It's down about 86,000, I think, on the year. Over $100,000 drawdown, and historically it does terrible. But since September, it's been it's been the strategy to trade for the most part. It is a bit choppy on the equity curve, but it's a very raw Bollinger Band strategy. So it could probably be set up so that it trades better than this. But it would not. Most of these types of strategies don't work historically, but they're the ones that are working right now, and that's why it continues to be tough to trade it, because it's unusual to be able to do this in gold on a regular basis, and that's what we're seeing is the opportunity to do this on gold on a regular basis. Is it the new normal? I don't know how long this chop's going to last. There's never been this much pre-election chop and then post-election chop, and right now the market just is back and forth all day, and maybe resolution will happen once the election is certified, if it's resolved, if the final vote count is resolved and it's certified, or maybe it will be done after the inauguration. Whichever way it goes, I don't know, but it's really extreme right now, and it's pretty surprising to see this type of price action. So that's the update for trades on November the 17th, 2020.